right now to another one as the market inches its way towards the 20,000 mark. And we keep talking about it to Matt's point. There is one market that has not quite been shining as bright, and that would be the IPO market. Initial public offerings in the United States on track for their second worst year since 1992. Ernst & Young, though, says we're now ready for liftoff. So they're looking at companies like Snapchat, Spotify, Uber, Airbnb, many that you've heard of, to be the darlings of 2017. From Ernst & Young, the IPO market leader, Jackie Kelley joins us right now. Before we talk next year, Jackie, why was this year not a great environment to be going public?
You know, this was a tough year. We were expecting it. Headwinds with the elections as well as interest rates, uncertainty. And then top that off with Brexit and even market corrections along the way. So, you know, it wasn't anything unexpected. But exactly to your point, we're really bullish on 2017.
All right, let's talk about it. We've used the term unicorn with these startups that are worth $1 billion plus to describe some companies that maybe you and others are excited about. And as I said in introducing you, many of them are companies a lot of people have heard of. Snapchat at the top of the list, but even, you know, Spotify or Airbnb, these other types of companies. What do you really expect next year? How big a year?
Yeah, I think we're expecting a strong year. I think probably closer to what we saw in 2015. You know, if we're lucky, maybe we'll even get a lot of energy around technology and get ourselves closer to the 2014 mark where we were closer to, you know, 275 IPOs. But I think we're probably in the 150 to 200 range this year. That said, I'm expecting a lot of unicorns to start emerging in this process. Some of them will go out as early as Q1 and the early parts of Q2. In addition, though, we're seeing them line up for 2018 as well. So it's going to be a great year for technology, consumer products. We see a lot of pipeline for energy, as well as, you know, some continued activity in healthcare.
Almost across the board. Now, in terms of how the political policies will interact with all of this, it's one of the things we were just talking to our traders in the floor show about. When it comes to taking companies public, will a President Trump be someone who's more, you know, conducive to doing that if you're a company that a President Obama has, and how does that manifest itself?
You know, I feel like capital markets are sort of bipartisan in this regard, but I do think people are very energized and excited about some of the policy changes. Now, I think some of those will probably really benefit some of these emerging growth companies that are looking at the capital markets. There may be other companies, though, that, you know, will be, you know, adjusting their strategies to react to some of the changes. But, you know, I think policy changes just create energy, and change is good.
All right, right, and that's a lot of people have been telling us. Jackie, thanks. I appreciate you coming on today. We hope you're right about 2017, Jackie Kelley.